When I came up with the idea of starting a journalism school, a graduate school of journalism at the City University of New York, Howard was the first person I called. And I said, Howard, listen to this idea and tell me what you think. And he thought the idea had great merit. And I will always be thankful for Howard's support, because he was the one that was the enabler for we to have a very prestigious advisory board. Howard knew all of these people, and they were instrumental when we brought Steve Shepard as our founding dean to work with Steve in helping to shape the mission and to shape the curriculum and advise on really prominent journalists to become part of the faculty. So Howard was right there at the beginning and continues to be deeply involved.
New York City Marathon, back in when it was first announced in 1976, the first press conference, no one showed up. My father called up Howard and said, "We need your help. How do we transform this race that was in Central Park to get it a part of the fabric of the city and connect to all 5 boroughs?" And the next press conference, Howard arranged for all the borough presidents to show up and be in Central Park for the starting line. We created a story, and then the momentum kept building, and every year it's gotten better and better. But if it wasn't for Howard, working with my dad and uncle and Fred LeBeau and Percy Sutton, the marathon wouldn't be the tremendous success it is today. I mean, that's one of the great examples of Howard's fine touch and hand in terms of creating something that really exemplifies the power of this city.
9/11 happened. I think there were 2 or 3 calls that I made almost immediately with Herb and Marty Lipton, his partner, and then Howard Rubenstein. Every day was filled with enormously important issues. Truth of the matter is, circumstances were unimaginable. At the end of the day, we need to do what's good for New York, what's good as New Yorkers. There wasn't any aspect of the process that he wasn't involved in.
When I took over as president of the partnership at the end of 2000, I was the first woman to hold that role. And Howard was enormously helpful in counseling me and helping me understand how someone had navigate sort of all sides of the very complex New York City community. Howard has clients from business, from real estate, from unions and organized labor. He counsels politicians, and he had a universe that really represented all sides of New York City. And Howard was enormously helpful in counseling me and helping me understand how someone had navigate sort of all sides of the very complex New York City community.